Hey, awesome folks, this is Mentor Shelley coming to you, wanting you to know that you have come to the channel where you learn to become a better professional. Of course, if you like the information that you hear so far and wanting to definitely improve on your job search, interview, and career skills, definitely like, share, and subscribe, because that is exactly what you will get on the channel. Wanting you to know, we're going to talk today about interview questions there's two interview questions that we're going to go over today that you should definitely know how to answer before you walk into that interview. So this is part of interview prep, but you also should be prepared to answer these two questions, because almost every interviewer, unfortunately, asks this question. Here's question number one. Why do you want to work for us? That's going to be, most organizations are going to ask you, why do you want to work for them? Number one, you should do your research beforehand to find out what are some of the bylaws and what their message is, what their overall message is to the world as far as what they represent as an organization, what it is that they do, how it is that they do it. Let's say, for example, Pizza Hut had a quote, "Pizza Hut made it great," back in the day. I know, I just showed my age a little bit. Or unfortunately, from what I heard, of course, not what I heard and what is going on, ever since I've been in this country, there's always been Toys R Us. And everybody associates Toys R Us with, I don't want to grow up, because if I did, I wouldn't be a Toys R Us kid. That's been their message to the world for 50 plus years. Now that particular brand is going under, but you know exactly what they represent, what it is that Toys R Us offers, and what their brand reputation is. So when going into an interview, you have to understand what the brand reputation of that company is. And in doing so, that helps you to answer the question, why do you want to work here? Let's say, for example, you are going to an interview for Toys R Us, although Toys R Us is now a company that has closed down most, if not all, of their locations at this point in time as I'm making this video in 2018. You would want to answer the question, Toys R Us is all about making kids happy. Toys R Us is all about making kids smile and have joy, about resurrecting the kid in all of us. And that matches my values of bringing joy to people. If that's a personal value, or that's a personal, that is a personal belief, part of my belief system, and I operate from that belief system. So you want to match up your reasons for working with the organization and how it matches up to your personal values and ethics. You want to make sure that you do that in an interview. So when they ask you the question, why do you want to work for our organization, keep those things in mind and have those pieces written down for when you go into the interview, so you don't, one, forget, and two, it shows them also that, one, you took the time to find out who they were, what it is that they have to offer, what are their core values, and how your values match up with their own. Two, usually in 80% of the interviews, this other question comes up. What are some of the things that you consider to be a struggle, or you consider to be what difficult situations have you had on the job before, and how have you handled it? What they were looking for in that explanation and answering that question, they may not actually ask it in that way. They may ask it, what challenges? Here, that's the key word, challenges. What challenges have you had with your jobs in the past? And how did you handle that challenge? What did you do about it? What was your proactive stance on it? They may not say that last part. What were some of the challenges you've had in your previous experience with XYZ industry? Depending on, let's say, for example, I actually had a client that was having issues with, getting through questions like this, where they're asking her about her previous experience. And I said, think of it this way. They're asking you, have you ever had a hurdle in life? And how did you work through that hurdle? So in essence, let's say, for example, as a nurse, you're having a challenge with giving injections then, because as a beginning nurse, some people have a fear of needles. If they haven't worked out that fear fully when they were in nursing school, that is something that they're going to definitely have to work out and work through in their professional life, because that's a huge part of their profession, is giving injections, giving out or giving prescription meds through vaccine. That's part of what it is that a nurse does. So what they would explain in the interview is what steps they went through and how they went through the process of getting over that fear or overcoming that challenge. At the end of the day, they're asking that question because they want to see how you handle challenges. Because in every job, there's going to be some challenge, whether it be a challenge with a coworker, with a specific duty, or with the company's overall structure itself. There's always going to be some form of a challenge. Are you the type of person that will wallow in that challenge or fuss and complain about the challenge? Or are you the type of person that is going to work through that challenge? At the end of the day, you want to make sure that you are the person that is going to answer the question in a way that helps them to understand that you are a person that works through challenges and you work to resolve the problem, not just dwell on the problem. So those two questions. Why do you want to work for an organization? And two, what challenges have you had in the past in your previous experience or a previous employer, and what you did to overcome them? They may not ask that last piece, but you definitely want to include that piece in your answer, because they're looking for how did you resolve it. Okay, so just those are two of the questions, of course, that typically come up in interviews. I'd say 9 times out of 10, prepare for at least those two. There are others that would definitely go over in within my resource that is available at mentorshelley.com/services/interview sessions. Those are two of many questions that I'll go through with you once we get into the session and we get, delve into it. And there are industry specific questions that are also associated with any interview that you're getting ready or getting prepared to go through. But in anything that you're doing, having the preparation in place makes a huge difference in whether you ace the interview or tank it. So it is important to make sure that you are prepared. And I can definitely help you do that by you going to mentorshelley.com/services/interview sessions. And of course, if you are looking for other resources, let's say, for example, if you're looking to make some changes in your career, you're not sure where to start, you can check out my free resource at mentorshelley.com/DCG, which is Dream Career Guide. Go there, put your information in, download the guide, and actually use it. Read through what it asks you and make notes, because there's places there for you to make notes on. Of course, as always, Mentor Shelley is here to help you to become a better professional by helping you to cultivate the dream career that suits and fits your wants, your desires, your need to be a better professional. Now, if you found this information helpful, definitely like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel or on the IG channel, IGTV, depending on where you're watching this. Of course, Mentor Shelley is here to make sure you become a better professional. So take care. Have a good one, guys. Knock their socks off in this next interview, okay? Take care.